Morning, evening, afternoon, Timthetatman 2. Just had a podcast version of me. Got a banger for you today, baby. A lot of you know I'm Timthetatman because I have tattoos.
No way. Oh my god! No way! Oh my god!
I'll just let that sink in. And you probably saw in my most recent video that there was a new tattoo that I got. One of my favorite animes, Tokyo Ghoul. I got Renji Yomo, one of my favorite characters throughout the entire series, and I wanted to get him tattooed on me. Well, a lot of you probably saw he was huge, and I didn't really finish the entire tattoo in one session because of how big it is. So what we got for here is an updated view of Renji Yomo and my new tattoo. Full disclosure, this is not done yet. Again, this is one of the largest tattoos I've ever tried to sit through. And on top of that, I kind of go into it in the video, but there were some reasons that I could not finish the tattoo in the session we had. Be sure to drop a like on this and be sure to share it with a friend. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, then hit the sub button and ring the bell, okay? Be sure to tell somebody you love them. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Did I work out this morning? No, I got tattooed again. And Renji Yomo is still not done. Let's get it, baby. He's so big. That could be taken out of context. But yeah, I didn't finish it yet. It's still not done yet. I have like one more session left. We got tattooed. I got tattooed for 5 hours of shading and he's still not done. Although part of the problem, and this is unfortunate. Did you guys even know this? I didn't know this. So part of the problem was I broke out from the tattoo. So let me actually back up a little bit about my new tattoo. Anytime I get tattooed, there seems to be a 50-50 shot on whether or not after they shave it, I break out. I just have terrible skin. My whole life I have. So like when I was a kid and I tried to razor like my face, I broke out everywhere, right? So I don't know if anyone else has this same problem when they shave, but basically, just so you understand, when the tattoo artist is shaving you, they're not like using nice, soft, razors with like, proper, from the against the grain. Like he's just going like this, right? And so I got razor burn and it kind of broke out a little bit, right, on my leg from when it's shaved, but it doesn't always happen. And when Mike shaved the bottom of my leg, it didn't happen, right? So unfortunately it happened with Yomo. And so I go back there and I have some acne on my leg and I didn't know this. I've been getting tattooed for 13 years now, but I didn't know that you're not supposed to tattoo over acne. In my defense, here's the reason I didn't know it. All of my other friends have tattooed right over it. On my arm, I had like a pimple on my arm for my left arm sleeve. My buddy tattooed right over it and it was fine. I mean, fine in my standard, but Mike explained to me, if you tattoo over acne, it can scar and the ink can fall out extremely easy. And he didn't want to do that on parts of the tattoo because he didn't want to ruin it. So he explained it to me. So I had no idea, but I had already driven down to Orlando. So I was like, well, fuck it. I mean, let's just tattoo what we can. And what you have to dodge around, we can dodge around. But the reality is, even with my leg being fully healed, we would have still had to do one more session. So, but we got a lot done, but I still have like his right claw to do and a little bit of his hair. Do you guys want to see it? I mean, it's Sanodermed right now, so you can't really. I mean, do you guys want to? I mean, I'll just show you the update on it, I guess. You can tell the difference compared to the last one. It's a lot easier to like see. Let me see. So obviously this claw we still have to do, and like the tops of his hair we have to do. And obviously over here has to be shaded like that. But we still have probably another 2 to 3 hours on just this claw and the hair up here. Who is it? It's Renji Yomo from Tokyo Ghoul. And do you guys want to see where I got tattooed the longest during this entire session? Ready for this? You don't, because it's getting blocked. You see that right there? So you can't fully see what's happening because obviously it's still wrapped up, but this is like the bottom of his kagune, and this is just my knee and my shin. And Yeah, that was a lot of, I love getting tattooed, man. Getting tattooed so fun. Cap. I just want you guys to know that there's certain parts that I've been tattooed on that I didn't think would hurt. And the knee is fucking awful. Everyone that says it's awful knows what they're talking about. It's awful. So I'll show you one more kind of full shot of him. The angle that you're supposed to like look at him from is like that. But I can't really fully, like, you guys probably can't see. Do you see that his eyes are red? I don't even know if you can see that because everything's so like, you got ink in there still and it's all wrapped. I haven't cleaned it or anything, but he's crushing it, man. Yomo looks so cool. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. And guess what we're doing right here, this empty spot. That'll be like the next, do you see this little spot right here? We're gonna put the Death Note book. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. I'm actually really excited for that because I was talking to Mike about it and he was like, that's a perfect filler idea. He literally told me, what did he say? What did Mike say? He goes, don't change your mind on that. He was like, because of where the spot on it, he was like, you can kind of just like lay it right there like a Death Note book. So that'll be right there. So that'll be the filler after I finish Renji. We'll see how that goes. How much was it? Oh, fuck. Whips, dude, I forgot to pay him. Whips, can you remind me after stream today to send Mike money? I forgot, bro. I forgot. He's fine. And he obviously trusts me. It's free, guys. My tattoo now. But no, dude, Whips, I forgot to tell you to remind me. I knew I was gonna forget this morning, man. I knew it. He's fine. He knows. Mike knows that I'm good for it. My bad though. But Whips, can you remind me? Tim, you're a shitty customer. I tip really well. I just sometimes forget. Sorry, guys. Happens to the best of us. Mike knows that I'm gonna pay him. It's not like I'm gonna try and like get the tattoo and not pay him, but I forgot. I did forget. My bad. Anime Omega Law. We get it, man. You're edgy. Let people like things. Okay. I'm really happy with how the tattoo is turning out though, bro. Mike's crushing it. We still have probably like 2 hours to finish Renji. And in a perfect world, I want to try and double down that session and do the Death Note book right after. We'll see if I can sit through that though, because that's literally the opposite side of my knee. So we'll see. How much does he charge? Mike is one of the, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of tattoo artists. I don't want to try and fire shots at people here, but it's going to sound like I am. There's a lot of tattoo artists that have a big name and they charge an extremely high, and they're very expensive. They're not necessarily bad tattoo artists, but some of the work that they do and the amount they charge for is astronomical to me. Mike is one of the few that I feel has a really big name, and he's really like affordable. Like I mean, I told Mike straight up, I was like, I think he told me his rate is like somewhere in like 180 to 250 an hour for his work, right? And his work is, I mean, this guy, he almost fully covered the top of my thigh to the bottom of my knee in 2 sessions. And I'm like, bro, he could easily be doing three to 400 if he really wanted to, but he doesn't. And some of you are saying that's a lot. And most of my tattoo artists I've ever been tattooed by, 150 is minimum. Usually that's a really good price. And especially for Mike's work, man. Mike is an incredible artist. So, but yeah. So anywho, Mike is very affordable. Obviously the biggest thing with Mike is he's booked out until the end of the world. So that's the biggest problem with him, is everyone wants to get tattooed by him because he's so good. One thing I will say though is if you guys like Mike's style, like the I don't know if it's technically new school. I guess technically, I think he told me it's technically new school, like that style of tattoo. Oh shoot. Thank you, Whips. If you like Mike's style and you really, really don't want to wait until like 2022, because I think that's what he's booked out to. Ezekiel is his friend and his good buddy who also tattoos with Mike, and he's learning with Mike, so Mike's like kind of helping him. And Ezekiel is another guy who's getting booked out pretty far, but he is also an incredible artist that tattoos there as well. Mike's Instagram is Mike and Dazo Art. Whips is spamming it. Whips, can you try and find Ezekiel's? It's Ezekiel Pearson. Oh, he's got it right there. So that's Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel _ Pearson. So basically Mike is the guy that is doing mine, and he's booked till 2022. But I'm pretty sure Zeke is booked now as well. We probably got another, my guess is like 2 to 3 hours on Renji Yomo. And then in a perfect world, I would love to try and hit the Death Note filler tattoo right after that, because that'll be a lot smaller, and that'll probably take it a maximum, I'd say 4 to 5 hours. So we'll see what I'm saying. We'll see if I can get through that. It really depends on if I can sit through it, because that's the opposite side of my knee and it's gonna suck. Tim, I thought you hated filler episodes. I learned this about myself. I don't mind fillers. I figured this out. This took me a little bit. I don't mind fillers. I don't mind filler. Let me rephrase. I don't mind filler arcs. I realized what I mind is animes that have episodes where people are shopping for a bikini to go to the beach. So I don't know if there's a difference in these two things. I don't mind a side story. Does that make sense? What I mind is like an episode, they're going to the beach, and for one whole episode before that, they're shopping. I know it's oddly specific, but I'm kind of bougie, and that's just me in general. So that's just me. Sorry, guys. You know, but I just don't. Some of you are saying fan service. I just got through an anime with a lot of fan service. This chick, Esteth, bro. I mean, her tits quite literally would not get out of the screen. But I watched it. I got through it. You know. I'm going to use Black Clover as an example here. They didn't have to go shopping for the bikini. They could have just been at the beach the next day. Does that make sense to anyone? Is anyone else with me? That's probably just me. But like stuff like that, I don't mind the story. I don't mind a side story. I'm frustrated that I just watched you go shopping when all you had to do was go to the beach. Just go to the beach, right? So... but I figured out I don't mind all fillers, because apparently there's a difference between like a filler episode and a filler arc. What I found is I don't mind filler arcs if they're good, but it's really those specific episodes that it's just like you didn't have to do that. And some of you say skip it, but how am I supposed to know I'm supposed to skip it? You know. So, anywho, I'm really happy with how. I mean, Tokyo Ghoul was. I loved, one thing I loved about Tokyo Ghoul was the fight animations. The fight, everything about it was really well done. And Yomo's character through Tokyo Ghoul, I really enjoyed watching him. He was kind of like almost like a father figure, you know, to a lot of the younger ghouls. And he, I kind of liked his demeanor and the way he carried himself through the whole anime. He was one of my favorites. So that's why I liked him. Tim, if you like Death Note, you would like Erased. Okay. 3 minutes, hasn't read one dono. Yeah, I've been live for 31 minutes and I haven't read one dono yet. Yikes.